So the Cross PRS rifle was based around the Cross platform. So we started off a few years back developing what we wanted for an action. That action became this one-piece aluminum receiver that we knew in the future we could build more platforms off of. So along comes the PRS. The PRS is a spin-off of the Cross rifle by adding components and feature sets that allow it to be a better used PRS style rifle for target shooting, for long range shooting, for competition use. So we're going to go through and we're going to talk about some of those features that we changed about the rifle. This is still the heart of your rifle. The PRS receiver is the same receiver as the standard Cross. That means you still have the interchangeability of components, a very key part of it, because we wanted to make sure that the platform remained modular. But there were some things that we knew we wanted to do to make this gun a shootable platform for competition use. So we started in the front here. We went to a 24-inch stainless steel barrel. Reason for this being better velocities, and having that heavy barrel allows you to have strong accuracy as well as increasing the weight of the overall rifle. The handguard goes to 18 inches from the 15 inches that we had on the standard Cross. It also has an attached steel ARCA rail underneath. This gives you a full range of motion when you're operating any sort of ARCA system as a tripod, so that you have a full range of motion from the front to the back for a tripod or a bipod. So it's a very handy system, and it's securely locked with 8 different bolts. So as we go back here, what we wanted to do is we wanted to have that kind of balance point. So you just heard me talk about all this weight in the front end with the steel rail, the barrel. So as we go back, we wanted to make sure the platform is balanced. So you have a steel rail on the top here. This is a 20 MOA rail. And then as you go down here, we have this new PRS style grip. And one thing that's really cool on here, as you can see, you have a thumb rest that you have for when you're shooting one-sided. You have the ability to put your finger on that. On the opposite side, it's a standard selector. There is also a weight inside of this grip down here. And one other feature that comes with this is you will see this ambidextrous paddle-style mag release. The concept behind that being having the ability to quickly drop the mag, where on the hunting platform, we use a more internal one to keep it from having brush knock the magazine out. And we're going to keep going back here and talk about the last part of this gun, and that is the stock. The stock for the PRS remains very similar to the current stock that we have on the Cross. However, we did go to a steel frame, once again, full range of balance. Balance that weight all the way from front to back. And we have the same cheek piece and the same length of pull adjustment, but you do also have this new steel bag rider that allows you to really dig in when you're shooting. All of this feature set, as I mentioned, is modular to the Cross platform, but what you're getting out of this gun is a platform that gives you the smoothest shootability, and it also allows you to get back on target quicker. So if you want to find out more about this Cross PRS rifle or any of the other Cross platforms, visit us at sigsauer.com and make sure you subscribe to our channel below.
From steel billet and has integral 19mm scope dovetails milled into its top for mounting a scope. It has a short extractor and plunger style ejector, giving it smooth operation and enhanced ejection. Equipped with a 2-position safety, the bolt can be set while the rifle is on safe. To top it off, it comes with a fully adjustable trigger that allows the owner to tune weight, creep, and over travel to their liking. Clad in American-style walnut, the new action is paired with CZ's legendary cold, hammer-forged, factory-lapped barrel. The resulting rifle is destined to become a treasured hunting companion.
Here to introduce the new Ruger American Rifle, Ranch model, chambered in 7.62x39, fed by a Mini 30 magazine. I was never a big fan of 7.62x39. I think my first gun in that chambering was an SKS, and it shot okay, but it didn't really impress me very much. So I didn't have super high expectations of this gun chambered in 7.62x39, but I was blown away. When I first set it up to first shoot it, doing accuracy testing, threaded on a 30 cal can, got it set up with a big scope, bipod rear bag. My first swoop out of it was a 5-round group of Hornady, just over 1.25 inches. And then did a 10-round group of Wolf. 10 rounds, about the same group size. Just totally impressed with how well and how accurately the gun shoots. And you don't need to set it up this big. That's kind of not the whole purpose of the gun. The purpose of the gun is this lightweight, it's under 6 pounds, 5 pounds, 15 ounces for those of you who are checking. Lightweight, easy to handle gun. It's only 16-inch barrel. It is perfect for just about anyone who wants to hunt with 7.62x39 or plinking at the range. What's not to like about 20 cent a round center fire ammo? So if we look at the features of this gun, it's a 16-inch cold hammer forged barrel. capped with a 5/8 24 thread. We have a full diameter bolt body. It's very smooth. Tang safety. It's a lightweight composite buttstock with a soft rubber butt pad. But the big deal here is magazines. The gun ships with the 5-round Mini 30 magazine, and that just snaps in. Now, one point here, if you're not used to this magazine, it's an auto-loaded magazine. It has a last round bolt holding feature, so don't try to force the bolt closed. You just push the follower in, and then you can shut the bolt. You'll get used to it after a while. Not only will you get used to it, you'll like it because it tells you, whoop, I'm empty, need another magazine. So you have 5 rounds that come with the gun, but also a 10-round magazine available from Shop Ruger, and of course, the venerable 20-round magazine also available from Shop Ruger. So now here we have a bolt-action rifle with 20-round mag. If there was ever a definition of a truck gun, all-around fun gun, this is just a super addition to the Ruger American Rifle line. So it's a lightweight, handy, fun-to-shoot gun. It's great for banging steel. The Ruger American Rifle Ranch model, chambered in 7.62 by 39 with a Mini 30 magazine.
Back to another episode of Henry TV. I am your host, 22 Plinkster, and in my hands I have the long anticipated Henry Long Ranger chambered in 223 and 5.56. Now we're going to be doing some accuracy testing with this rifle at 100 yards, shooting different kinds of ammo. But before we get into that, I want to go over a few basics on this rifle. This rifle is sporting walnut 4-inch stock and a buttstock, and it has really good aggressive checkering on both to help you get a good purchase on the rifle. On top here, I'm using a Trijicon 2.5 by 10 by 56 AccuPoint, and like the Henry rifle, the Trijicon is also made in the US of A. This rifle weighs 7 pounds without an optic, and the twist rate of the barrel is 1 in 10. The Henry Long Ranger chambered in the 223 5.56 holds 5 rounds in a detachable box magazine, unlike the 243 and the 308, which both hold 4 rounds. Before we head to the 100-yard range, let's do some shooting at 50 yards. Well, a 6-inch plate at 50 yards, it's pretty easy. Now, let's go to the bench and shoot this rifle at 100 yards. The question that is on everyone's mind, how accurate is this 5.56 223 Henry Long Ranger? Now I've got some 223 50 grain American Eagle varmint tip rounds. Now let's see if this rifle likes a lighter bullet. Shooting at 100 yards. Okay, we are going for groups here, not bullseye, people. Forgot to mention that first. That is about an inch group at 100 yards. So I can go ahead and tell you, it likes the light stuff. Now I'm gonna try a little bit heavier ammo, probably some 62 grain, and just see how well the 62 grain shoots out of the Henry Long Ranger. All right, now I'm loading up some 62 grain Federal Fusions. This particular ammo is used for medium-sized game such as boar and also white-tailed deer. So let's see how well this ammunition groups. It's probably going to group a little bit different since it is a 12 grain, it is 12 grains heavier. It didn't miss it by much from the other ones. It's just right below them. Okay, that one was about an inch beside it. And that one was touching, almost touching the other one. So I'm looking at about an inch group on the other one. So if you're shooting a 50 grain varmint tip bullet, or if you're shooting something heavier like a 62 grain bullet for, you know, hunting purposes such as white-tailed deer or boar, this rifle will do the job. Now I'm just curious how well this rifle will shoot the cream of the crop. I'm loading some 69 grain Federal Gold Medal Match. If you're familiar with the Gold Medal Match, it's, in my opinion, it's the most accurate factory ammunition that you can possibly get. The only way that you're going to get a more accurate round is pretty much load it yourself. Now, this is a heavier bullet. I don't know if this rifle is designed to shoot this heavy of a bullet, but we're going to find out. I'm going to aim same spot. Let's see if it prints somewhere different. Okay, that was right in the bullseye. Good group so far. Ladies and gentlemen, from looking from here, that looks like about a ½ inch group. My first group, these top three, that was with the 50 grain Federal varmint rounds, and it shot pretty good. That's about an inch group at 100 yards. These three right here was with the 62 grain Federal Fusion, and that's amazing. That is a really good group. That's about an inch group with hunting ammo. You can't really ask for any better than that. These last three, the Federal Gold Medal Match, it did a number. That's an ½ inch group at 100 yards. You know, some people would spend $2,000 to $3,000 for a bolt action rifle that shoots this well. Henry really did a good job building the Long Ranger, and I have put many rounds through this rifle and also the 308, and it has always been very good and reliable and accurate. Guys, thank you very much for watching this episode.